So how did the Dada artist play with the idea of having to make a layout for a book page?
So in creating works of art for Dadaglobe, one of the prompts that Tzara gave them was to create a layout for a book page, as you said. And, it was a little bit of an alternative to an original drawing in the way that he phrases it in the solicitation letter. You can make an original drawing or a layout for a book page. And I think in doing that, he's almost inviting them to act as a book designer themselves, instead of making a drawing that would then be reproduced on the page with other elements around it, he's really inviting them to think about the whole page and how text and image in particular would go together. So I think that's one of the things that those artists were really playing with, is the juxtaposition of text and image on the page. And in terms of breaking down boundaries, Dada was always interested in breaking down hierarchies between different genres and breaking down boundaries between different realms. So traditionally in a book, the text appears in one place and the image appears in another place. But in a layout for a book page that a Dada artist might make, they're all mixed up and they're together. And so this idea of whether you're reading or whether you're seeing, whether you can actually make out those words or whether they're just graphic visual elements on the page, those are things that those artists are really thinking about.
Were other artists at the same time period also interested in collage making, or was it more exclusive for the Dada artists?
It's a good question. Collage was actually a strategy that was popular with many different avant-gardes. The idea of a kind of a world that was fragmenting around them really caused artists to think about fragmenting the world in their art. And so, collage was really first used with Cubism, which happened a little bit earlier than Dada. And so Cubist artists like Picasso and Braque were thinking about collage. But Dada artists were thinking about it in a specific way and in a unique way, in that the kind of juxtapositions that collage allowed for, where you would take one thing and another thing that was totally unrelated and kind of smash it together, really helped with the spirit of irreverence that Dada artists were interested in.